Following program is rated TVMA for mature audiences only. I tried to tell them not to curse, but it happens.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that spit.
Welcome back, it's your guy Dan, The Statement, and this is your Monday Night Raw review for April the 28th, 2025. This show was entertaining. It was watchable. It was digestible. With that being said, there was no CM Punk. There was no John Cena. There was no Cody Rhodes, and there was no Roman Reigns, which is fine. For some reason tonight, Nick Aldis was running the show instead of Adam Pearce. I don't know what officially he did on Twitter, but, you know, it's official, obviously. It's by Adam Pearce. Excuse me. They did start the night off with a package showing what all happened last week with Roman, Seth, Punk, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman. The show kicks off with Seth Rollins' music hits. He's coming out. He's all in white underneath with a black coat with gold dressings and a weird gold sunglasses. He's got a weird guy who picks out his wardrobe. The fans did not boo. They serenaded Seth to the ring. Paul Heyman walked out, as normally he does. Where about right beside him was Braun Breaker in a suit. Braun Breaker was in a suit. Excuse me, I might have to. Yeah. So that was weird. Seth basically reiterates he is a visionary. He's a revolutionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins. And the future of WWE runs through him. Then Sami Zayn's music hits. And let me tell you, I was a little shocked. I was like, oh no. Sami gets in there. Seth welcomes him back. He goes, obviously you saw what happened at WrestleMania. Sami says, we've been friends a very long time. And this is a load of crap. Pause. It's Netflix. Can we fucking cuss, please? Or is it only for certain people? We'll get back to that. He goes, how are you different from Punk? How are you different from Roman? Look who's standing right behind you. Paul Heyman, the wise man. He goes, to me it seems like you're jealous and you just want to be in the position they were in. Seth goes, look, we've always talked about this in the past. Sami, our kids play together. They know each other. We're friends in real life. He goes, this is the vision that we talked about for the future. And I'm the best man for that job. Sami says that's hypocritical. And he doesn't stop looking at me. I'm going to kick him in the head to Braun Breaker. And I was like, Sami, don't start that shit. Seth basically says, you're either with us or you're a target. And I don't want that for you. I love you. You're my friend. I respect you. I love you. I don't want that for you. I can ask a favor of the wise man. Maybe he can get you to go to SmackDown. He goes, maybe there's an alternative way to get you away from this so that way you're not there. Because obviously you're not on board. So let me do you a favor. Favors. He goes, I respect you because maybe the wise man can pull some strings and move you to SmackDown. I was like, ooh. He goes, but either way, Sami, I'm going to need your answer by the end of tonight. I was like, ooh, an ultimatum. That's great. Next, we had a match between Roxanne Perez and Rhea Ripley. And I'm sorry, but there was something missing here. It felt off. maybe they just don't have good chemistry. Maybe it was just me. I don't know. Was it a mismatch? I don't know. Rhea always puts on a good match. And usually Roxanne Perez down in NXT always does a good match. There was just something not clicking for me with these two. The chemistry wasn't there or something. It was just something felt off. But Julia comes down, interferes, and the match is a no contest. I don't know why they say no contest, because it's actually a disqualification. Plain and simple, but they're calling it a no contest, I guess. So that way you don't have an asterisk beside their win-loss record, even though that doesn't matter in WWE. They started attacking Rhea, and then Io's music hits. She comes down and she saves Rhea. Then she starts getting put in a situation, and Rhea jumps in and stops it, which was great. We got a Judgment Day segment in the back. JD McDonough is back, and I'm happy about it, because this guy, alright, I used to make fun of him. Miss Nuggets, JD McNuggets, Lord Farquhar, you know, whatever, 17 head. He's basically, when he got hurt, the fans stood up for him, and I was like, you know what, that showed me what type of person he really is. He's back, and I was happy about that. And then Finn walks up, and JD's like, he's like, hey JD, they start talking. He goes, well, that's because, you know, I wanted to tell you, they were supposed to tell you, they didn't tell you, my bad. And Finn, you can say he's getting a little agitated about that. And then Liv walks up, and he goes, oh, by the way, we also have, since I'm back, maybe we can go back after the tag team titles. And Finn's like, okay, yeah. And he goes, yeah, Liv set it up for us. And he kind of like, he goes, you didn't tell him? She goes, we have so much going on. I didn't know. And since I know you're not a champion, which took a dug at Finn. And basically, she goes, I just got you. Is that cool? And he's like, yeah, it's cool. Just, guys, from now on, we need to talk. We need to communicate. You can tell this is building up for a split for Finn, which is fine. Next, we got Logan Paul. And this man, there's just something about Logan Paul that I'm just not a fan of. But A-Town Down was up at the top. They did an interview. They were doing Cheap Heat with, he had a Philadelphia Eagles on the douchebag, the shoey guy. Grayson Waller. Thank you, Bobby. Basically holding the title, and they were in Kansas City. And of course, that's a thing that happened. Football. And he's like, hey, I didn't tell you this, but next week we got it. He goes, well, I got a singles match. And it's, you know, that. And then Austin's like, what? They're teasing a breakup there. Honestly, in my opinion, Austin Theory would work very well with this new Paul Heyman group as the, like, lackey, the one who can take a pin. I'm just saying. Logan Paul comes out. Logan Paul. And, of course, it's Serenade Boo. He gets Cheap Heat. Then he says, Jey Uso. He calls out Jey Uso. And, of course, Jay's music hit. Instead of coming from the crowd, he comes from the back. And he's got his belt. And they're all doing the yeet. And I gotta say, I love the World Heavyweight title right now. It looks so good. It doesn't look a little weird with Jay's blue on the side, because his plates are different. But it's all gold, and then you have these two bright blue, you know, side plates. But it looks good. I like it. And then basically, the cool thing was, Jay calls him a punk-ass YouTuber. Congratulations, Jay. That's great. And he goes, if you want this belt, you got to come get it. Logan Paul starts to get Cheap Heat again. That you can barely hear what he's saying. And then Jey Uso hits him with probably one of the worst super kicks that I've ever seen. Lays him out. Jay goes out. He walks over to one of the Make-A-Wish kids who beat cancer. Gives him his glasses, all the good stuff. We're done with that. Then the New Day comes down. to sit at ringside. And here comes the War Raiders and JD McDonough and Finn Balor for the Judgment Day. I don't like their new music, but I will tell you this. The match was decent, but it took me a lot to pay attention to the match because New Day, I love the New Day, but shut the fuck up. It was so distracting. And my whole thing is, I get it. They're trying to get them heel heat. They're trying to get them on. It was just so distracting that I was just like, I muted my fucking TV because I couldn't stand to listen to them anymore because they were so distracting. And I even put that on my group chat. I was like, I love the New Day, but shut the fuck up. You're fucking killing me. It was horrible. Sorry, that was me. I just snapped a little bit. Judgment Day lost due to Penta and Carlito. Then we get a backroom look. Sami is sitting in the back room, in the locker room. And Paul walks up. Can I have a seat? He sits there and talks about, they reminisce about the good old Bloodline OG days. And then Paul goes, so, about everything that goes on now. What if I told you, but when you go over to SmackDown, you will be propelled to the main event? That you will have a choice. You will have a chance at the world WWE title. Whoever wins that backlash between Randy Orton and John Cena, you're next in line. He dangles that carrot in front of Sami. Sami's a little shocked. And he's like, and Paul goes, I'm just saying, something to think about for your own good. He gets up, he goes to walk out. Breaker standing in the doorway smiling. And Breaker, stay away from the spray tan, bro. You look like Donald Trump right now. It was crazy. Next, we got Becky Lynch. Oh, Becky Lynch comes down, and she comes down to the ring to cut a promo. She goes, I'm going to save you guys all this. What happened to Bayley? Why I got that spot on? She goes, I'm not going to lead you up for weeks and weeks and weeks. I did it. I'm the one who attacked Bayley, so I could take her spot. She admits she took her out. Then she said, all the fans were booing a little bit. She was like, who are you booing at? She's attacked me so many times, and what, I'm just supposed to forget about it? That's a fact. That is a fact. Then Lyra Valkyria's music hits, and Bird Lady's got some thighs. She was dressed in her normal outfit. They go back and forth. Lyra attacks her, and then basically at Backlash, we're going to get Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental title. Why the fuck not? It don't matter, no way. Next, we got Penta in the back. Chad Gable's there talking to what is her fucking... Dude, I am so horrible with names tonight. I guess it's just because I'm tired. Ivy Nile. Thank you, Bobby. Ivy Nile. And he's doing his Chad Gable thing, and he walks up to Penta and basically is doing his, El Grande Americana is like the best luchador of all time. Penta calls him a bidejo, and then Chad says, well, it's like your loser brother lost to him in record time. And we got a Lucha Brothers spoken out loud on fucking Raw. I was like, wow, they're going to keep the name? That's kind of cool. I was okay with that. I was like, cool. A couple people in the chat were like, dude, really? Rusev has his very first vignette package, and yeah, basically he called AEW his abyss. He's sunken into the abyss, basically referring to AEW. Another dig at AEW. He looks great, but okay. Next we had Ivy Now versus Stephanie Valkyrie. Excuse me. Stephanie is one of my favorite women wrestlers of all time. I've followed her career for a while, and wow, she has been on. They're putting her on the main roster. I guess they're testing her out. to see how the fans are going to react to her. And it's positive. She got a pop. What a big pop, but she got a pop. And this match lasted a long time. A very long time. I was expecting a little bit more out of it, but it was a great match. Of course, Stephanie won. Next, we got Styles in the back talking to dumbass GM. And Dom interrupts, Liv interrupts, and then AJ basically says, I've got some ideas of who I want to go after. Funny shit. Sammy's standing in the back, just sitting there. And Karrion Kross walks by, doing his Mr. Sinister stuff. I love Karrion Kross. I love that he dropped that promo, and he's referring to himself as Killer Kross. It was great. So, next we had Jay and Sami in the back room. Jay walks up to Sami, says, hey, I love you. Whatever way you choose, it's what's best for you, and I'm with you. Love. They hug. Sami says, that's exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you. And he walks away. And then Logan Paul sucker punches Jey Uso. Pretty much knocks him out. Logan Paul is not a guy to put into the world heavyweight scene. Please, for the love of everything that's holy. Fucking WWE. Ugh. Then they had an Io Sky interview in the back. Rhea walks up, said, what you doing? She goes, well, I repaid you for what you did. She goes, well, I didn't ask. She goes, well, you look like you needed it. Facts. She goes, well, now we're even. And walks away. And I'm like, that's going to be a tag team. That's going to be a tag team. Next, we got the final part of the show. And this is actually started after the 2-hour mark, which Raw has been doing the 2 to 2.5 hours. Yeah. This went under, which was great. Seth Rollins comes out by himself. No Braun Breaker. No Paul Heyman. Sami comes out. And he's like, look, Sami, I love you. I respect you. Our children play together. And Sami cuts a promo. It was a decent promo. It was basically like, yeah, our kids play together. I know what man you are outside the ring, but inside the ring, I know how you are. And Seth's like, listen, whatever Paul's got worked out for you, if you go over there, take it. Take up the offer. Take the way out, Sami. We all know Sami's not going to take the way out. It's just not going to happen. Sami basically cuts another promo on Seth's like, he's not that one to back down. You're not going to bully me. You're not going to manipulate me. You're not going to do anything. So I say no. Then Braun Breaker's music hits. The sirens hit. And Braun's in match gear. No one knew this was going to happen. Sami starts tying his shoes. Takes off his shirts. And here comes a referee. And I'm like, oh shit, they're going to have a fucking match. Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn have a match. And Braun Breaker did a great job of making Sami look very good. It's not hard to make Sami look good. I think Sami's a bum in my opinion, but that's just me. They had a good match. Of course, Sami lost. And Breaker stood tall. And then at the end of it all, Seth curb stomp Sami Zayn. That ended the show. I enjoyed it. I'm not a Sami Zayn fan. He's the Daniel Bryan underdog. Jey Uso underdog. Every underdog. Kofi was the underdog. I mean, he's that guy. So we have Jey this year. So I guess now we're gravitating towards Sami being the underdog. Okay. That motherfucker better not win a world title. I'm sorry. Not going to happen. Fucking bum. That was it, guys. That was your Monday Night Raw. Was it lackluster for you guys? I thought it could use a little bit more, but it was entertaining. I enjoyed the Seth angles, and they layered it throughout the entire show. Sami and Seth, Paul, Sami. I enjoyed it. It was like long-term storytelling, but they sprinkled a little here, a little there. It was greatly put together. I enjoyed it. SmackDown's a different beast, guys. I don't know what's going to happen on SmackDown. All I know is Jacob Fatu's there, and he's gonna kill somebody, and I love it. Come out Thursday, 7:30ish, right here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X, and Twitch. The Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. I am on there every week. Dan the Statement. Thank you guys for coming to the channel, checking out the shorts, checking out all my content, going to the socials. I appreciate you. The subs are going up, the likes, the comments. I appreciate you. You're giving the channel lots of traction, and all I gotta say is keep sharing and keep growing, so we can keep doing this. If the channel gets big enough, we'll start covering AEW as well. But right now, I am strictly a WWE channel, and I talk AEW. Even though I watch it, I only talk about it on Thursdays on the podcast. So thank you guys for coming out, and as always, be.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement.